In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use C#'s built-in methods for searching a list for a particular item. We're going to start off by writing another method to build a list. So let's do that real quick. First thing we need is a random number object. So we create that. Then we'll write our loop, int I equals 0, I less than 100, plus plus I, list.add, rand next 1, 101. And that's all we need. And we've already got the closing curly brace, so let's take the space out, add a space right here. There we go. All right, so now we have an easy way to build a list. So in the main program, we'll declare our list. We'll call it numbers. Then we will call the method. Then let's display the list. Now we're ready to search. So we're going to create an item to search for, prompt the user to enter the item. Get the item from the keyboard. Now here we get our searching. The easiest way to search is by using a method called indexOf. IndexOf takes an item to search for as its argument and returns the index position of the item in the list unless it doesn't exist in the list, and then it returns a -1. So we can write an if statement that says if numbers.indexOf item is greater than or equal to 0, and we can display where that item is. Item is at position, and then call the method again to return the position of the item. Else, console.writeLine item not found. We need a console read key here. Now let's run. So let's look for 52, the last item. Oh, but it's not at the last item. It found it at position 62. Right here. So there's actually several 52s. That's a problem. IndexOf always returns the first item found. In the exercises, we'll write a more robust method for finding all of the items, or letting the user at least know that there's more than one. All right, let's run it again. This time let's scan the list a little bit closer. Let's try 11. 11's at 76. So that's how you search. It's very simple. IndexOf returns the item. Now, this particular method calls indexOf twice. What we might do instead is write a method like this. Int position equals numbers.indexOf item. And then say if position greater than or equal to 0, like so. Program works the same, but it's a little bit faster because we're not making a call to the method to have to search for the item. We call the method one time and we put the result into a variable and then call the variable. Let's try an item that doesn't exist, 122. 122 not found. There's also a method called contains. We could run our search like this. If numbers.contains item, and then call the indexOf method down here. .95 is at position 54. So that's one possible way to do it. There's no one correct way. Using the variable position is probably a little bit more efficient, but it's hard to see the difference on a data set this small. So that's how you search for an item in a list. Now let's move on to the next lesson, where we talk about how to sort a list into ascending or possibly descending order.